Hey, everybody! Welcome to Marvin and Daisy Pooh's Fuzzy Finger Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the movie called Love at First Sight. Ooh, hey, Daisy Pooh, it's lovely to see you today. You look
Oh,
splendid.
Marvin, it's good to see you too.
Yeah, this movie it's on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's a Netflix movie or if it was released other places, but it's about a 20-year-old girl who misses a flight, uh, and she runs into a British guy, and it turns out to be her true love. The movie was released in 2023. And it's rated PG-13 for language and suggestive references. It also runs you about an hour and a half long. Hey, Daisy Pooh, what was your quick take on Love at First Sight?
Well, Marvin, let me tell you what I thought about this little movie. I've been asking, all you know this, for a movie that had something out of the ordinary. So many rom coms just have the same old tired plot. And this one sure had some promise to it. And after watching it and mulling it over in my mind a spell, I decided I enjoyed its offbeat, quirky uniqueness. There were some elements of unexpectedness between the two main characters, and I just love the cute narration provided by Jamila Jamil, who popped up in the most unforeseen places throughout the movie. Bless my heart, I think overall it's a rom com that romance lovers will enjoy watching at least once, and it might even bring a tear or two. So I reckon I'm giving Love at First Sight three fuzzy fingers, Marvin. What
Wow.
did you think about it?
Well, Daisy Pooh, I everyone knows I'm a sucker for a good, cute romance or rom com. I found this romance drama movie to be fun, cute, and endearing. It was well paced, and I was involved and entertained the whole time. I gave this movie a Love at First Sight three fuzzy fingers, just like you,
Oh,
Daisy Pooh.
we got alike on this one.
Yep. Daisy Pooh, this movie was well casted. The young woman was cute and quirky. Just the right amount of quirky. She wasn't like annoying with it. She also had great chemistry with the leading man. And in fact, I liked the chemistry between a lot of the characters. Not to give things away, but all of those examples in her life of love, those were seemed to be really good matched. And what else could you ask for than good chemistry and good casting in a romance movie? What do you think of who they had playing the parts, Daisy Pooh?
Well, bless my mama's soul, y'all. Love at First Sight is a movie about fate versus statistical probability. And honey, there was no fate in selecting this cast. I agree with you, Marvin. This was so perfectly casted from the main characters all the way down to the bit parts. It was just so much fun to watch all these characters develop throughout the movie. Haley Lou Richardson playing Hadley, that little college girl, was such a cute little girl and quirky. And meeting Oliver, who was studying statistical inferences, he was quite a character. And that's when the sparks started flying. They made such a cute couple. I was rooting for their romance to take flight, let me tell you. This ensemble characters in the movie were a hoot, from the straight laced ones all the way to the Shakespearean rambunctiousness. And I especially loved Tessa, played by Sally Jones, who was Oliver's mama. Bless her heart. I just
Yeah.
loved this movie. And I do declare there were moments in the script that were just so darling and clever, especially how they used that narrator popping in and out of different roles, bridging gaps throughout the movie. And I love the dancing scenes. They were just so cute. Did you think that, Marvin?
Yeah, I did. They were really fun.
I did find at times that it crawled a little bit. There were some slow parts, but other than that, I just enjoyed watching the development throughout the movie. I thought the script was really well done and very interesting and unique, which is what I wanted in a romance script. So, what did you think about the script, Marvin?
Well, I'm with you, Daisy Pooh. It was very fun and creatively written. I also liked the part that the narrator played. It keeps you involved the whole way. I actually didn't find those slow parts. I thought it moved rather well. You know the ending right from the start. They tell you. But even though you know the ending, there's enough surprises and quirky moments that you won't be disappointed. Spending your time watching this. When you think about how this movie was shot, the cinematography of it, as far as romance movies go, it was shot shot well. I mean, it was a better production than say like Hallmark movies. Some of the movies that we've reviewed, Daisy Pooh, have been shot in glorious, Asian or beautiful seascapes. This movie was shot mostly in the cities. And I think cities in England, somewhere in the U.S. as well. The cinematography doesn't take a real center stage. It's more about the characters in this movie. Something I think Daisy Pooh probably really liked in this movie is the costuming. Daisy Pooh, did you enjoy all the unique outfits that people were wearing in this one?
Marvin, I did. I thought the costuming was so unique and interesting and colorful. And it really, like you said, I agree. The cinematography and the scenery did take a backstage. And at times I kind of thought it was a little dark. And I think it was that way, maybe on purpose. I don't know. I mean, if you watch it, maybe write a comment on that. Tell us what you think about that. But the costuming, I think that lent the air of brightness and vibrance and life to the movie. And I think they did a great job on that to help bring some interest to the movie. Now, I think what you like, though, Marvin, is that sound score. I was enthralled by all the music they had in that movie and just how much fun it was. It was a very interesting mix of music. Everything from I Want to Dance with Somebody to Video Killed the Radio Star and Honey Honey. I had so much fun listening to it and tapping my feet along with it and it was so unique and fun. What did you think about it, Marvin?
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. And I have to say, like the music probably wasn't my favorite type of music, but it did really well working with the transitions, from different scenes and also like the mood. Not all of it was the original renditions of the music. They were redone and in maybe like a little artsy or melancholy way. It was very unique and gave a flavor to the movie. It really accentuated the story. Daisy Pooh, something I was looking out for in this movie was if there was like any, politically correct nonsense or anything. And I really didn't see any in this movie. At least it wasn't anything that would stand out to people. So it was just a fun story in that standpoint. Did anything catch your eye, Daisy Pooh?
No, not at all. I think it was well cast in that they used a variety of nationalities of people, and that was fun to see. And other than that, I just think it was an enjoyable movie, and nothing stood out as offensive or crude. Although I would probably be careful around little ones because there are some adult themes in this, such as death, that are discussed. So other than that, though, I think it's appropriate for just about everybody who enjoys a romance. So, don't you think, Marvin?
Yeah, nothing stood out. Nothing, was forced.
So, while I don't think Love at First Sight is a movie for everybody, maybe, but Marvin, if you're all craving a different kind of love story, it just might tickle your fancy. I gave it three fuzzy fingers because watching those two main characters navigate through fate and probability to find love just tugged at my heartstrings. Bless their souls. And all those quirky cast characters were just so much fun to watch. But I got to be honest with y'all, some folks might find it a mite too gloomy, but otherwise, it'll bring a tear to your eye if you do watch it. So watch it. What do you think, Marvin?
I gave it three fuzzy fingers, and that's just for the general audience. I think a lot of people would like this if they're in the mood for romance. For those that are diehard romance or rom-com people, I think this is a must see for those type of people, just because of how inventive it is and the fun and everything. It's entertaining and like I said, endearing, and give it a watch and let us know what you thought in the comments down below.
You know, Marvin, and to be honest, I'd probably want to be there with that cast of characters. I'm probably one of them. So just that's just for your thought, to leave and closing thought there for you. But, darlings, it's just been sweet as a Georgia peach spending this time with you all. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts on Love at First Sight in the comments below. And y'all come back next time now. We'll be waiting. Bye bye now.
Bye, everybody.